Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Today we will make a delicious tomato seafood soup that tastes like a bistro bowl, but is easy to cook at home. Some soups feel like a warm blanket. Tomato seafood soup feels like a bright, briny hug with a little swagger. You get a rich tomato broth, tender pieces of seafood, and how is this homemade? Smell that pulls people into the kitchen. The secret isn't a long ingredient list, it's timing. Seafood cooks fast, and the difference between silky shrimp and rubbery shrimp is just a few minutes. In this guide, you'll get a simple method you can repeat, whether you're using shrimp, scallops, firm fish, clams, or mussels. You'll also find easy swaps for frozen seafood, a gentle spice option, and make ahead tips so the broth does the heavy lifting. What makes tomato seafood soup taste restaurant good? Great tomato seafood soup has two jobs. Build a broth that tastes deep and balanced. Then cook the seafood just until it turns tender. Most made bowls fail at one of those. Start by thinking like a cook, not a chemist. You're building layers. A quick sauté gives sweetness and savory notes. Tomato paste adds depth that canned tomatoes can't fake on their own. A short simmer concentrates everything, so the broth tastes rich instead of thin. The tomatoes matter, too. Some cans are bright and clean, others taste watery or flat. If your tomatoes are on the watery side, a longer simmer fixes a lot. If they're sharp, a pinch of sugar or a pat of butter can soften the edge without making the soup sweet. Broth choice is the next big difference. Seafood stock is great when you have it, but chicken broth works surprisingly well. Clam juice, cut with water or broth, gives that by the sea flavor fast, especially if you're adding clams or mussels. Common mistakes are simple. Cooking seafood at a hard boil, it tightens and turns tough. Adding all seafood at once, shrimp will overcook while clams open. Skipping reduction when using watery tomatoes, the soup won't have body. Get those right, and the bowl tastes like it came with a linen napkin. A flavor base, start with aromatics and a little tomato paste. Begin with onion or shallot and a little olive oil. Let it soften until it smells sweet, not browned. Add garlic near the end so it doesn't burn. If you like a slightly coastal flavor, a small amount of chopped fennel or celery adds a clean, savory note that pairs well with seafood. Tomato paste is the quiet hero here. Stir in 1 to 2 tablespoons and cook it for about 1 to 2 minutes, until it darkens a bit and smells toasty. That quick step makes the broth taste fuller, almost like it simmered all afternoon. Want a little warmth? Add a pinch of red pepper flakes or paprika with the paste. If your tomatoes tend to taste sharp, a tiny pinch of sugar can help. Keep it small, you're balancing, not sweetening. Choosing tomatoes, broth, and the right seasoning balance. For tomatoes, canned usually beats out fresh unless it's peak summer. Crushed tomatoes give the easiest smooth, spoonable broth. Diced tomatoes give a chunkier texture, sometimes a bit watery. Whole peeled tomatoes give the best flavor in many brands, just crush them by hand or with a spoon. For liquid, choose what fits your pantry. Seafood stock gives the most ocean flavor. Chicken broth keeps things mellow. Clam juice plus water or broth adds briny punch fast. That's how you start building a rich tomato broth and cook seafood perfectly. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.